Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tanner Davis and welcome back to a brand new predictions video. Today, we will be predicting the 2023 Crown Jewel match card. We've got a lot of matches on the card. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get right into it, but first, y'all know what time it is. Cue that intro.
They told him, don't you ever come around again. Don't wanna see your face, you better disappear.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first match on the card, they're bringing back the hold on one second. Wait, what's that sound? Hold on. I forgot. We can't have a predictions video without the co-host. Of course, the music's hitting. Here he comes, one half of Double D's. Please welcome C-Day. Crazy mother father name, Connor D. He's in the building. I know y'all miss me. Your beloved co-host, Connor D. I'm here. Ready for another predictions video. I'm excited. We're gonna get straight into the match card. Our first match on the card. As I was saying earlier, they're bringing back the Kickoff show. It's Sami Zayn versus JD McDonagh. And C-Dave, you did win the last predictions video. We're not gonna harp on it too much. C-Dave, you do have the first prediction. Sami Zayn, JD McDonagh. Who's coming out with the win? Now, you did talk to me earlier about how you think that JD McDonagh, I don't know if you believe that he needs to join the Judgment Day or not, but he still has to prove himself, which is why he's not in the Judgment Day. I believe this is the match that he will prove himself if he would win, but he's not going to. I'm going with Sami Zayn. They lost their titles. He's trying to have a comeback, and so therefore he will win the Kickoff show. I agree. I think Sami Zayn will come out with the win. As it's been perceived over the last few weeks with Kevin Owens jumping ship and going to SmackDown, Sami Zayn has to prove himself as a main event star. JD McDonagh has to prove himself for the Judgment Day. But unfortunately, there can only be one winner. And I think Sami Zayn is closer to the main event scene than JD McDonagh is in joining the Judgment Day. So therefore, my prediction for who is winning the Kickoff show at Crown Jewel is Sami Zayn. Next match, Women's Championship. Io Sky, your current champion, versus Bianca Belair. As you saw for the past few weeks, it's been Charlotte, Io Sky, Asuka, neck and neck, and then all of a sudden, Bianca Belair returns because she's been filming a reality TV show with her and Montez Ford. It's coming out on Hulu in a few weeks or next month, something like that. But she's back. She's challenging Io Sky for the championship. Will Bianca Belair win? No, I don't believe she will. I think Bianca Belair is coming back. I think eventually she'll climb herself back up that ladder to get that women's championship. But unfortunately, she's not there yet. She just now returned, and Io Sky's been on a fantastic reign as women's champion, and therefore there's no sense of taking it off of her. So therefore, my prediction, Io Sky retains at Crown Jewel. So Bianca Belair likes to call herself the EST, the greatest, the best, the whatever, the strongest, fastest, whatever. I think Bianca Belair in this match will be called the RST. She will be the worst because she will not beat Io Sky. It makes no sense for Io Sky to lose this match. I think Io Sky will retain the championship and continue her reign as women's champion. Next match. So, with the Hollywood writer's strike, the man, the myth, the legend, the greatest of all time, John Cena, decided to return. And he's aligned himself with LA Knight. He's found a common enemy in the bloodline with Roman, Solo, Jimmy Uso. They've been attacking him for weeks. He's been doing promos against him for weeks. He had a match last pay-per-view with LA Knight versus Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso. And now it's transitioning into a singles match. John Cena has not won a singles match since 2018. But he's having a singles match against none other than one of the fastest rising superstars on the main roster, Solo Sikoa, John Cena, Crown Jewel, C-Dave. Who's coming out with the W? So when they brought back John Cena, they wanted to use him as this character for people to beat, to show that they're worth something, to show that their strength, And I believe that this won't be the case in this match. I think John Cena will beat Solo Sikoa and get his first singles match win since, 4 or 5 years ago. And he won't be that person that Solo's going to beat up and prove his strength. I say this because John Cena then was not in good ring shape and I believe he is in fair ring shape now to where he can pull off another singles victory.
I was inclined to agree, and C-Dave did hit on some very keen points. John Cena coming back, when he first returned, or his most recent return, I think it was Mania versus Austin Theory. It was an awful match. He was in terrible ring shape, but now it looks like he's getting back up there. He's not 100%, but the ring rust is starting to wear away. Unfortunately, I don't think it's enough. I think Solo Sikoa will come out with the win because John Cena doesn't need the win. John Cena can come out every week as John Cena and still be put in a big old match. Solo Sikoa, on the other hand, is the future of WWE. To have a win against John Cena is fantastic for his momentum, and therefore that's why I believe Solo Sikoa is winning at Crown Jewel. Next match. All of this really started off with the Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus Judgment Day storyline when you had Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens as tag team champs since Mania or whatnot. I don't know if they lost them or won them in between, but eventually they found a foe, an enemy in the Judgment Day with Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Rhea Ripley had the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, or before then it was the SmackDown Women's Championship. Then you had Dominic Mysterio. I love my son. Booyaka. Dominic Mysterio winning the North American title from Wesley, I think is who it was, because I think they're renewing that rivalry on NXT. But anyways, Damian Priest had Money in the Bank. Finn Balor did not have any championship gold. The Judgment Day all wanted gold, so it was Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens. Judgment Day ended up winning the tag team championships. All the members of Judgment Day was holding gold. After Finn Balor, Damian Priest won the titles, Cody Rhodes came out. He said, hey, we got a new member of Raw, and his name is Jey Uso. Well, because Jey Uso was on Raw, someone had to get traded to SmackDown. Therefore, Kevin Owens got traded to SmackDown. Sami Zayn was left as a single star, as we talked about on the Kickoff show. And the Judgment Day was still going after Sami Zayn. Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes stepped in. So Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes challenged Finn Balor, Damian Priest for a match at Fastlane. They ended up winning. And then the following Raw, they ended up dropping the titles back to Finn Balor and Damian Priest. The rivalry is still continuing. Cody Rhodes was tired of the Judgment Day beating up on him and Jey Uso, so he challenged Senior Money in the Bank to a match. And so, at Crown Jewel, this Saturday in Saudi Arabia, Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, will be facing Senior Money in the Bank, Damian Priest. Now, with all that,
That was a lot.
it was a lot. We had to build up the storyline.
I about fell asleep.
Yeah, probably. But that's fine. I had to let them know.
Lay down.
Winner. Senior Money in the Bank has to win. He's on a momentous rise, and eventually he's gonna hit that mark where he gets the world title and he cashes in, and then he'll be Senior World Heavyweight Champion, or Senior Universal Undisputed WWE Universal WWF Championship of all time. So he'll either be one of those two champions. He may cash in on Roman, or whoever beats him, or Seth Rollins, or whoever beats him. So that's why my prediction will be Damian Priest, Senior Money in the Bank, because his momentum is so hot right now, there's no sense in letting him lose.
Since it was just the Devil's Holiday, Halloween, I believe that the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, no matter how terrifying Damian Priest may appear to be, the American Nightmare will be in Damian Priest's nightmares, and he will come out with this win, because I think there's something in store for Damian Priest. My prediction for this match is Cody Rhodes.
Alright, so for our next match, this goes all the way back to when Austin Theory was still United States Champion. And then you had Santos Escobar win a fatal four-way match with, it was like him, Butch, LA Knight, Rey Mysterio, something like that.
It was a tournament, and it was Santos and Rey.
Wasn't
the
a
number
tournament.
one.
See, this is why we fact check before we start recording. Future editor Tanner here. So, I just want to say, it was a United States Championship Invitational where Santos Escobar defeated Butch, AJ Styles, and Grayson Waller in a fatal four-way, and then Rey Mysterio defeated LA Knight, Sheamus, and Cameron Grimes in the fatal four-way, and then they both went into a finals, Santos Escobar versus Rey Mysterio, to see who would be crowned the number one contender for Austin Theory's United States Championship. Hopefully that clears it up. Just had to do that real quick. Fact check myself. So I hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. Yeah. Well, he had to face Rey Mysterio to become #1 contender. It was like, I think Connor's right. It was some tournament or something. Anyways, Austin Theory was still champion. He had Santos Escobar. He had Rey Mysterio. Well, it was Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar. Rey Mysterio ended up getting injured in that match. We were there. We were there.
That's what I'm saying.
Santos Escobar,
We
Rey
were
Mysterio.
there.
We went to that SmackDown. The vlog still is not out, but it'll come out sooner rather than later. It's just a lot of editing.
Then it'll refresh our memory.
It'll refresh our memory, sure. So, Santos Escobar ended up beating Rey Mysterio, who was injured. Well, the following week, Santos Escobar ended up getting injured backstage. Something got attacked, something along those lines, ended up getting injured. So, Rey Mysterio goes,
Santos, you know I love you. I'm going out and I'm facing Austin Theory for you. Booyaka, booyaka.
and then so he went out versus Austin Theory. He ended up winning in a lackluster match. It was pretty lackluster. I don't know. It wasn't that much excitement. Ended up winning. The finish was meh. Being crowned United States champion. And then Santos was like, Ray, I need to challenge you. It'd be an honor to face my hero. Well, Santos Escobar ended up losing. They're still together. No bad blood. But then, the Maverick, Logan Paul, comes out on Raw the next week and he goes, Ray, I beat you in my first ever match at WrestleMania and I want that championship. I need that championship, so I'm challenging you. And Ray said,
Logan, if you want a match, you got it. Booyaka. At Crown Jewel, me versus you, United States Championship. Booyaka.
and so that's what we're having. At Crown Jewel, your current United States champion, Rey Mysterio, will be challenging the Maverick, the megastar, the social media guy, Logan Paul, at Crown Jewel. Take it away. That was a lot of build-up. All these matches have really good build-up. This is Saudi WrestleMania. They're going to be good build-up matches. So, C-Dave, go ahead. Who you got?
So as we said before, that I believe this applies to Logan Paul now. That John Cena was this figure they brought in so people could build their momentum, prove their strength, everything once they beat John Cena. I believe because Logan Paul is not invested in WWE as much as he should be, and he's more invested in his drinking, bottling company, energy drink, whatever Prime is. I believe that Logan Paul is this character that John Cena was, to where people beat him and they prove their momentum, they build their strength up. He doesn't have a lot of investment in screen time. There's not much of him on the screen. He's barely on Raw, he's barely on this, he's barely on that. And so it does not make sense for him to win the championship if he's barely going to be on these shows. I think that just as Rey Mysterio loves his son Dominic, as Tanner mentioned earlier, I love Rey Mysterio for the winner of this match, so therefore I'm going with Rey Mysterio.
Booyaka.
Alright, C-Dave. So, you say that Logan Paul, guys beat him, use your momentum, you get up. Rey Mysterio has been wrestling for 40 years. He doesn't need momentum. You can put a title on Rey Mysterio, put Rey Mysterio in a main event match, and the match would still hold the same weight as if Rey Mysterio was in anything else. Logan Paul, if he were to beat Rey Mysterio, that would prove something. Rey Mysterio doesn't need to prove anything to beat Logan Paul.
No.
But like you did say, Logan Paul is not a great investment as he currently stands with his busy schedule, as he is a megastar, social media. He just got done with boxing with Dylan Danis. He's all over the place right now. His schedule, he just can't hone in on WWE. So he's not going to get the title. If this was Mania or this was, something else, maybe. But my prediction is Rey Mysterio, he will be retaining. And just like Connor said,
Booyaka. Rey Mysterio. Dominic Papi. He's winning. Next match.
whoo. Alright, so there's not much build up with this match. They took a bunch of women, threw them in a match, so Mommy would have, they feed the minnows to Mommy, who's the big old white shark that's swimming right now in the depths of the sea.
Not food.
Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Rhea Ripley is defending her title versus 4 other women: Nia Jax, Zoey Stark, Raquel Rodriguez, and Shayna Baszler. There's some history with this. Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax were once tag team champions. Rhea Ripley, and Raquel Rodriguez have their history. They're best friends turned sworn enemies, whatever they built up for that storyline when they had their match. Regardless, you got 5 women. They threw them in a match so Mommy can have, like I said, some minnows thrown to the big old great white shark. My prediction is going to be Mommy. Rhea Ripley will retain. Nothing else that can be said on that.
I will have to agree. I believe that there are so many women that they're not doing absolutely anything with in this company that they're throwing 4 of them with Mommy in this match so they can just do something with people they just have laying around. There's no point in any of those people that they're just throwing in this match to win. We don't really like to go against Mommy, so Mommy will win.
Next match. This is what I think will be the best match on the card. It is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Freakin Rollins, your current champion, facing Drew McIntyre. And that goes way, you OGs, if you OGs are on the channel, y'all know where that comes from. Put it down in the comments if you know where that comes from.
In the comments.
But Seth Freakin Rollins, he had his rivalry with Shinsuke Nakamura. He ended up beating him twice in 2 pay-per-views, and all of a sudden Seth is like, I don't have an opponent now. I beat Shinsuke. I beat everybody in that locker room back there. They have yet to throw somebody at me who's worth my time. And then all of a sudden you hear... Drew McIntyre's music. I thought that was pretty good. What'd you think? But Drew McIntyre, basically he comes out and he goes, Seth Rollins, you haven't beaten me, so I'm challenging for your title. So at Saudi Mania, Crown Jewel, it's Seth Freakin Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. See, Dave, take it away.
Now, there is a really good reason why I chose Cody Rhodes to win his match. With that being said, I believe Damian Priest will lose in the beginning of the night, and it will build up to this match. I'm going to bet against Seth. When he first faced Shinsuke, I bet against him. I'm going to bet against Seth again because I told Tanner, I believe Drew McIntyre is someone they need to invest in. I see Drew McIntyre's potential as a champion, and I wish they would do something with that. I think Drew McIntyre will win this match, and this is the perfect moment for Damian Priest to go and cash in his money in the bank to become the World Heavyweight Champion, because it won't be against Roman. I do not believe that Damian Priest is the person that will cash in and be champion after Roman. So I think he will cash it in this match and become your new World Heavyweight Champion.
So there's a lot of things you said, a lot of things that I'm trying to digest, and there's a lot of things I agree, a lot of things I disagree with. Damian Priest cashing in. I do think he will cash in on Seth Freakin Rollins, because like you said, he's not going to cash in on Roman or whoever beats Roman. Is it at Crown Jewel? No, it's not going to be at Crown Jewel. Damian Priest, right, mark my words, is cashing in at Mania, just like Seth Rollins cashed in at Mania when Brock and Roman were having the match for the WWE Championship back at WrestleMania 31. They're going to use that nostalgia factor for Damian Priest and use it against Seth Rollins when it comes to his match at Mania. Therefore, I do think Seth Rollins will hold the World Heavyweight Championship till WrestleMania, when Damian Priest will cash in. And therefore, that's why I believe Seth Rollins, unfortunately for Drew, because like Connor said, he'd be a great champion. He only won his championship during the COVID era, didn't even win it in front of fans. So it'd be great to have his moment, but unfortunately, the moment is not now. Seth Rollins has arguably been the best champion on the main roster currently, and therefore, I do believe he'll hold it till Mania, and that's why he is my prediction for retaining his championship at Crown Jewel. Next match. Guys, it's the saddest part of the video. This video has gotten real long. We've talked a lot. We've been recording for over 30 minutes. I'm so sorry we talked so much, but it's time for the main event
Of Saudi Mania.
And yes, there is build up for this. LA Knight, most over I'll try to be brief. LA Knight, most over superstar in the company as it currently stands. He's been over for months. Before SummerSlam, he had this battle royale. He beat everybody in this Slim Jim battle royale. Didn't even go for a championship because he lost in that little fatal 4-way to Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio and Butch or whoever it was, and he didn't even get the U.S. title shot. And people were like, "Oh my gosh, they're burying LA Knight. What are they doing?" But all of a sudden, John Cena and LA Knight beat Solo and Jimmy Uso. John Cena ends up coming out that next SmackDown and goes, "Look guys, you know what? I'm ready for a singles match. I think I can win. I need an opponent." And then all of a sudden you hear Roman's music hits. He comes out, he goes, "John Cena, I beat you so many times. You don't even deserve a title shot." And John Cena was like, "I wasn't talking about me." And then all of a sudden, LA Knight, and LA Knight music hit. He comes out, he goes, "Let me talk to you. Yeah, Roman, I'm ready to have a match. I'm going to take that title from you because you know whose game it is," with everybody saying LA Knight, which means at Crown Jewel this Saturday in Saudi Arabia, Roman Reigns, your tribal chief, the head of the table, is defending his undisputed WWE Universal Championship of the world versus the most over superstar in WWE, LA Knight.
Yeah.
See, Dave, my prediction is LA Knight is losing. Roman Reigns, your tribal chief, is still holding his title, and it still has yet to get stale in my opinion, because he is the most dominant, the most intimidating, the most bestest, the EST, the bestest, greatest, fastest, strongest. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, is winning, retaining his championship, and then everyone can go home and cry because you know whose game it is, guys. Whose game is it? It's the head of the tables. It's Roman Reigns. This is Roman Reigns' house, and he's not losing in Saudi Arabia.
See, Dave, it's your turn. That was a lot. I'm a little overwhelmed as I open up with every LA Knight prediction. Tanner, let me talk to you, okay? I'm a big fan of LA Knight, like I've said before. He's probably my favorite superstar right now. So therefore, I cannot go against him. But I do agree with Tanner. I feel like his time will shine eventually. Is it at Saudi Mania? We don't know. I don't believe it is. I don't believe he's at the top of that ladder yet. I still believe he's sort of in the middle, and he's still climbing. I think that him losing against Roman Reigns will humble him a little bit, and he'll continue to keep striving and keep trying to win that title. But, like I said, I cannot go against the man, the myth, the legend. So therefore, my prediction is none other than, hold up, with everybody saying, LA Knight. Yeah.
I do want to add one thing. Just because LA Knight wins does not mean he wins the championship. We still have Jimmy Uso lurking around. Solo Sikoa will have his match early on. He'll be lurking around. LA Knight can win by disqualification. LA Knight can win by countout. But to gain the championship, he has to win by pinfall or submission. So LA Knight can win at Crown Jewel. But that doesn't mean he'll necessarily win the title. So I just want to keep that on your minds whenever you think about who's going to win the matches, whenever you put your own match cards out and what your predictions out, and whenever you think who is going to win after watching this. And hopefully we gave y'all a good insight on everything that's going on in the company right now, building up to this fantastic pay-per-view that will be Crown Jewel. But ladies and gentlemen, enough of us rambling, enough of me rambling. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I'm sorry that it was long. It's been a long time since we've really got to sit down. I know we had the last pay-per-view, but we really got to sit down and just put our thoughts all on the camera, and it's a good time for us to vent, for us to just get everything off of our chest that we've been bundling up, that we've been thinking about over these past few weeks with all the build-ups that's been going on. These build-ups have been going on for months, even past past pay-per-view, before the last pay-per-view. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Please like, share with your friends. And see, Dave, is there anything else you'd like to share before we head on out, and continue our day?
I will say that the company is not the only place that's building stuff up. We have a lot of stuff that's coming out soon on this channel. Something's gonna happen soon. It's gonna be great. We teased a little bit of song one of the other videos, and that song will be coming out. It may take a minute because it's gonna be something that y'all have never heard before, something you've never seen before, and it's gonna be great. It is C Dave's official theme.
A Double D's original.
A Double D's original. Stay on the lookout for that. And I want to say, because Tanner always says it, I do appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate the opportunity to be the more handsome co-host. And we'll see you guys next
But see, Dave, hold on 1 second before we head it out. Is there anything that you maybe want to shout out or something that, anything that you've been doing maybe that's away from the Tanner Davis YouTube channel that you'd like to shout out?
You're going to let me shout it out on the Tanner Davis YouTube channel?
Well, I'm about to not. I'm giving you the opportunity.
It'd be an honor. So, these past couple of weeks, I do have a media company, a sports media company. And these past couple of weeks, it's been very big. I got promoted to executive producer, and I produce three live shows and two regular shows on my sports media channel. It is TDT Media on all social media platforms, YouTube's preferred. And I do have a podcast that comes out every Tuesday at 7 with an ex-NFL player. We get at it. It's called The Breakdown, X's and O's, and we're not talking hugs and kisses, with Nate Ness. Me and him get on there. We have a lot of fun. We'd love for you guys to join us. It's on TDT Media on YouTube, Instagram, all socials. We'd love to have you.
The link to the YouTube channel will be in the description. This may be the only time that Third Down Thursdays get shouted out because they have yet to use my logo that I made for them.
I'll get them too.
But we love the guys over there. C-Dave's been working hard behind the scenes, so to be able to shout out his hard work, really great. But ladies and gentlemen, we've been recording for 40 minutes. This video's probably been about 30 minutes. There ain't no clue. We love you guys. We'll see you in the next video, and goodbye. Akira Tozawa, please follow me back on Instagram.